For it now. Hernandez. Alberto Moreno. And it's got through. Gets up to head it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out. Vidal. Quick ball forward.
Defenders on the back foot. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Vidal. Luis Gustavo. Timely intervention. Gary Rodriguez. Beckham. And the counter is on. Over to the left. Shaqiri.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Fekir with a delicate ball. Moreno. That intervention was very necessary. Bentaleb. He's found his man. Alberto Moreno gets into the right position to intercept. Beckham. And there's a long ball. Well, looking at that, the defence was beaten. And it's Fekir. Shaqiri. Big chance! In it goes! The breakthrough arrives at last! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Cut out in the nick of time.
Chelsea are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
And that has put paid to that. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bentaleb. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Up to meet it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, his pain is now Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
He's got to continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly. Well weighted. And the flag's up.
It doesn't take much sometimes, Peter. He has to adjust a little mistime run.
Hernandez gets it back. Good idea, just poorly executed. Forward it goes. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's a brilliant interception.
Chelsea are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Great ball, now the shot. Oh, the ball's come loose.
Flamengo are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Oh, they can break here. Played out to the right. Shaqiri pushes it out wide. Has a swing at it. Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself.
Oh, and that might be it for him. Looks like his legs have gone.
Well, it looks very much like a muscle problem.
So he takes his leave. He had little choice. So the ball's got out of play and a change is upcoming. He's been taken off and I'm guessing this is an injury.
Yeah, I think this is for his own good in the longer term. He's picked up a knock that he can't quite shake off, and common sense has prevailed here. There's no point in aggravating the injury.
Great ball, and now the shot. Cleared without complication. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Bentaleb plays it forward.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give them...
Hits one! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
And that's it. So it's ended in a draw. Craft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Chelsea can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance. Busquets has got himself a free kick. Chelsea are under a bit of media scrutiny right now regarding the fate of their manager.
Yeah, he'll have no problems dealing with his situation, but he has to be careful that his players don't use the uncertainty as an excuse.
Cresswell crosses. Knocks it away. Dost. Well, I just wanted to inform our viewers how the weekly PES League works. I'll try to keep it nice and simple. So each team will be allocated a certain number of points at the start. Teams can boost their tally by beating other teams and taking a share of their points, and the reverse would happen should they lose.
Sounds different and exciting.
And teams will be awarded bonuses for beating bigger teams.
Now, that is innovative, and it should capture the imagination of fans that are aware of football's class divide. It certainly adds excitement, and, of course, there's the prospect of an upset.
And you know the rest. Teams get ranked according to the number of points they have at the end. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Barcelona are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I think possession is key to their...
Going for goal! And a second time! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Forward it goes, and the counter is on. He's left his man. Can he put it away?
Yeah, just that deep defence again. They seem perfectly happy to invite teams onto them.
Chance to break. Across the field it goes. Beckham. Tries to get it forward quickly. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Chelsea take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Luis Gustavo. Bentaleb. Beckham. Aimed long and direct. Dost. Has he picked him out? Shoots! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Chelsea take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Dost. And the finish! Oh, that's a waste. Sergio Busquets, San Jose, out to the left it goes. Beckham. He's pinged one through here, face to face with the keeper. It's got through and he's gone for it. Oh, taken with style. And already they're looking to run away with it. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah.
And we hit half-time. Well, that flew by. It was brilliant stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Well, I would think this one is possibly over as a contest. They know they've already reached cruise control, and it's a case of the right game management to take it from here.
Chelsea dishing out what has been nothing short of an absolute mauling. The game is surely already in the bag, but there is plenty for the boys to talk about during half-time. That's the start of another 45 minutes. Christian Zapata. Luis Gustavo. Vidal. And it's Beckham. Tries lifting it over. Oh, he's found shot at goal! He scores! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
Chelsea totally rampant here. Dangerous looking ball, but it's come to nothing. Plays it over to the other flank. Grenier tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Mondi. Luis Gustavo. Dost. Now it's Beckham. And he's on his way! He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Mbappe. Plays it out to the flank. Mbappe. Luis Gustavo. Barcelona really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Nkulu gets wrestled off the ball. That's a decent ball. And now they can launch a counter. He's got away. Chance. Oh, hang on. They've done it! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Nkulu. Mikel San Jose. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Mendy does well there, alert. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's played him through, striding forward, facing goal. Now a chance to break. And it's Mikel San Jose. Has he picked him out? Going through. Can he shoot? And a header! No mistake! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today. Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Forward it goes. Swept in. Keeper has beaten it away. Hit into the middle. Heads it! They've scored! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
4 in the game. He is the man.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's got away. Has a pop. He has done it. And again, they pile on the misery.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
How many more does he want?
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather.
Mbappe! Mendy boots it to safety. Has a hit! And he steered it beyond the post.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Bentaleb, and he's surging through. Can he find... The shot's on! And that has faded wide.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Ball through needs to be good here.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Nkulu. And that has put paid to that. He's gone for it! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gets it upfield. Dost. Over to the left. He's left his man. He'll have a dip. Really well taken goal. A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Yeah, by the looks of it, they're...
And that is that. Chelsea, a class apart. Opponents torn apart.
Fazer
They
o
are
quê, né? O
comprehensive
cara quis
winners.
continuar.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Chelsea were
Eu fiz
very
minha parte.
impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ixi, o Dost é lento, hein? Cê é louco. Ah, o cara é novato, mano. Ah, brincadeira isso aqui, hein? Vamos de 3 estrelas de novo.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The crowd here calling upon Corinthians from all corners of this impressive modern arena. We have already started here. Isco dinks one in. It's Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Bentaleb tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Now it's Luis Suarez. So his contractual situation is sorted. One less concern for the manager. Plays it out to the wing. He's left his man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. He looks appetising, well within shooting range. Beckham! He's missed, but not by that far. And the header! Corinthians do seem to have a particular identity, Jim. How do you assess it?
Well, Peter, they play a very attractive brand of possession football as long as they avoid passing for passing's sake and maintain...
Can he finish? Sticks it away!
Pedido, Felipe, pedido.
Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Back to the keeper and try something new.
O cara vai fazer graça agora.
It is deadlocked. Firmino.
Cara, esse option file no Play 4 fica muito bem colocado, né, cara?
Hulk! Top save! That shot was
Parei de jogar no
travelling.
Xbox por causa disso aí, cara.
Oh,
Conexão
great
também lá, passa
save,
jogador.
real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Vamos, corintiano. Só apenas ruinzão aqui, rapaz. Eu tô brincando, vambora. Rapaz, 5 pessoas vendo minha transmissão, rapaz. Oh, bati o recorde, rapaz. Vai, goleiro.
And through to the goalkeeper.
Não.
Bartra does well to read it and intercepts. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hulk, and he's going long.
Pega
It's
Zapata.
Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this. Suarez really got caught in
Eu
a
tô
trap
jogando
there,
no
and he
time
just couldn't
com
get out.
5 estrelas pra ver se eu farmo mais GP, cara.
Oh,
Fica
well
mais barato pra
intercepted,
renovar o
really
contrato.
alert to the danger. Ozyakup.
Não, bem tá leve. É isso, mano.
And it's Firmino. Firmino pushes it out wide. Played in again. Diving header! Brave effort, total commitment.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Ozyakup.
Ixi, mas deu lag, hein? Ixi, moiou.
Hulk gets into some space. Up for the header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Well
Vamos
positioned to make that
filho.
interception.
Vamos. Vamos que dá. Bota no Dost lá.
Dost.
Vamos, Dost.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Olha está. O Dost.
Floats one over. And a shot!
Ah, não!
Goes long. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the first half is done. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now?
Alex Vidal.
Mendy goes looking.
Ah, bem tá leve.
Forward it goes.
Tô sentindo que tá só pra sair o gol, hein?
Plays it forward. That's a brilliant interception.
Ou pra ele, né? Ou pra ele.
Hulk. And that's been won straight back.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very
tio.
audible.
Cuts it out.
Ah,
Ozyakup. Firmino plays a clever pass.
Vamos, time.
Firmino.
Vamos, time.
Mondi. Bentaleb. Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. Looks to dink one in. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now it's Beckham.
Ah, o Beck é muito ruim, mano. Só pra
It's
cruzar e
Mondi.
bater falta, né? É Dost.
And that's been levered clear.
Vai, Dost, cabeça.
And it's hoisted clear.
De novo, Beck.
Over to the left. It's and a header!
Ah, pô!
They've done it!
Chupa,
Just
FIFA!
to pick me up the whole
Chupa,
game
FIFA, seu
needs.
lixo!
Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
Falei que tava pra ser o gol.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Corinthians get it back again. Well, the ball's come
Vamos bem
loose
pra
and the
leve, vou
chase
te
is
tirar,
on.
vagabundo.
Christian Zapata looking to Isco!
Corinthians
Olha o
showing
passe do
a little
Beckham.
more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this
Coisa
is what's
linda,
required.
Well,
rapaz.
this isn't the
Ah,
time to talk
não.
about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and towering
Todócia.
header. He scores! 2 up
Valeu a
now,
pena
and
abandonar
they
o
are
FIFA, aquele
cruising.
lixo lá. Ultimate
Great
lixo.
header, made it look easy.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Chelsea take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Hulk. Up he gets! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Caraca, o Dost é bom pra caramba de cabeça.
Now it's Isco. Luis Suarez. And that has been clubbed away.
Vamos segurar essa
Massive
vitória.
leap! Fair
Firmino,
attempt,
aqui não,
just the
camisa
wrong
do
outcome.
Corinthians ainda.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Ozyakup. Deftly done. It's Luis
Boa, goleiro.
Suarez!
Quem estiver assistindo aí, como é que tá a transmissão aí? Tá legal a imagem aí? Puder dar uma resposta aí, um alô aí, fazendo favor.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Firmino tries to stroke it through. Bentaleb going through. Beckham. Beckham! Nicely measured pass. Firmino drills one in. Corinthians are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Marca com o Dost que você vai ver.
Luis Suarez.
Agora eu vou tomar.
And Firmino! No mistake!
Ah, goleiro.
Firmino
Tá
did
bom.
well there. He was onto it in a
Faltou
trice.
muito.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've
Oh,
done
gosh.
so well to get back in it, but it's
Cachimba.
Goes for goal! It's in! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
He snaffles his third,
Que
and
isso?
that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Chelsea could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal
Abaixo,
lead.
então.
Is there still time for the final whistle? Decent
Hat-trick
win via
do
a
Dost.
very competent
Matador.
performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Chelsea have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Eita, penga. Roubei todos os pontos do cara, mano. Duas, três, quatro, cinco bola ouro. Uma, duas, três, quatro, cinco bola prata e o goleiro bola preta. Tujão. Tujão. Náutico. Esmiralas, fechadas. Lincoln. Lincoln.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And already we're underway here. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
So, Jim, a few notes on the opposition. What can you tell me about them?
I think, Peter, having played in a good passing team, I like the way they go about their business. They're polished and...
It's Ings! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
And it's got through. And he heaves it forward. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Lovely feet. Chance! Ings. Beckham. Played out to the right. Luis is very much switched on to make that. Beckham, and this is shot at goal! Isco tries running with the ball at his feet. Richarlison. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. He's got away. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Mirallas. So who's he picking out? Plays it back. That's a brilliant interception. Bentaleb. Out to the left it goes. He's left his man. Oh, sweet feet. Bentaleb. And he's cut it out. Luis plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Beckham. Bentaleb. It's anyone's ball. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, flags up, he must have been offside.
He may have been caught offside, but Richarlison may have been born offside, but he'll continue playing on the shoulder of the last defender, I can tell you.
Mendy does well to read it and intercepts. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Jorginho. And it's Mirallas. Played into space out wide.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Isco. Mirallas plays it into the... Up to meet it! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Mirallas. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Chelsea head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So off we go once more.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Bentaleb plays it out to the wing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Out wide to the right. Mirallas going through. Drills one in. Bentaleb. Dost. He's got away. Socrates with a fine tackle. Socrates did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Jorginho. Nelson Semedo. And it's Isco. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Blint. Aimed long and direct. There's the through ball.
Isco really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Bartra plays it forward. Could move up a gear here. He's pinged one through here. That's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? It's a goal!
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's got options out wide. Richarlison. Richarlison hits it! Whistle's gone, that for offside? Yes, it is. Beckham. Vidal. Has a pop! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Lobs it in gently.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Shoots! Jorginho boots it to safety.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ings. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Beckham. Over to the left. He's got away. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Big chance!
Chelsea showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Isco tries to stroke it through. Has he picked him out?
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And that will be the final act. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed?
Vamos salar. Salar tudo sacanagem comigo. Ixi, aí molhou, hein? Vamos deixar o cara reagir no final? Será? Não. Vai. Nossa, que defesa. Vamos alterar que o time tá cansado. Então, Fabinho, complicado. O Hazard veio hoje, vem nada, Luiz. Vou comprar ele. Tô juntando GP. Mané era bola ouro no 18, né? Mas pouca gente usava ele também. Não tinha muito, não. Não tinha tanta gente que usava ele, não. Salve, Guilherme. E aí, Guilherme Vitório. Salve, Guilherme. Então, Renato, quer assistir